Welcome back to our third annual Wiffleball game. We will be interviewing the players in just a few moments.
Liam Taylor, and I'm a part of the Diamondbacks.
Jamison Taylor, and I'm a part of the Kings.
We are about to begin our game with the Kings and the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks are undefeated, while the Kings are 0-2. And let's get these games started. We got strike one. Ball one. Foul ball. Ball two. Ball three. Foul ball. We got a nice hit. Goes two and stays two. No outs. Runner on second. Ball one. Foul ball. We got to hit up the middle. And that's a double. Run on second, no outs, with 1 run scored for the Kings. That's a foul ball. Strike two. Ball. Foul ball. That is strike three. 1 out with runner on second. Strike one. That is a ball. We've got an 0-2 count with 1 out. Runner on second. That is another foul ball. Never mind, it's a 1-2 count. With strike three, that's 2 outs, which means switch inning. Now the Diamondbacks up to bat. We've got foul ball. We've got a wild pitch. Hit up the middle. Stays 1. No outs. Runner on first. Foul ball. Got a nice hit. He goes 2. Stays at 2. We've got runners on second and third. No outs. That is ball. Foul ball. Ball 2. We've got a strike. 2-2. That's fair. That is safe at 2. We got runner on second, no outs. Diamondbacks lead 2-1. That is a ball. Ball 2. Strike. Ball 3. Ball 4, reset count. Ball 1. Foul ball. Ball 2. Strike 2. We got 2-2 count. Foul ball. We got a 2-2 count. That is foul ball. We got no outs. Runner on second. That is strike 3. 1 out. Ball 1. Foul ball.
Whoops.
We got ball. Ball 3. We got 3-1 count. Foul ball. 3-2. That is a hit and an out. Top of the second with the Kings up to bat. Foul ball. Foul ball. 0-2. We got a hit and out at first. 1 out. Another hit. Oh, and he misses it. That is a single for the Kings. Foul ball. Foul ball. 0-2 count. That's foul ball. 0-2 count. We got the first ball of this at bat. 1-2. Foul ball. Foul ball. 1-2. That's fair. Goes 2 and stays at 2. We got runners on second and third with 1 out. That's a grounder. And safe at first. Bases loaded. 1 out. We got another good hit, but an out. 2 outs, which means switch inning. We got bottom of the second with the Diamondbacks up to bat. That is ball 1. That's fair. And that's a double for the Diamondbacks. Foul ball. That's another foul ball. 0-2 count. And strike 3. 1 out. With a runner on second. That's a hit. And that's a single. We got 1 out with runners on second and first. Ball 1. We got strike 1. Ball 2. That's a hit and a single. We got bases loaded, 1 out. Foul ball. Foul ball. 0-2 count. Another foul ball. Ball 1. That's a hit. Up the middle, and he goes 2. And stays at 2. That's a double for the Diamondbacks. We got 2 runs scored for the Diamondbacks, which makes it 4-1 Diamondbacks. That's a strike. That is another strike. Another hit. Stays 1. We've got bases loaded, 1 out. Again. Strike 1. Strike 2. Strike 3, and that is 2 outs.
No.
We got top of the third, And if the Kings don't score here, it's game over. That's a hit. Goes 2. And that's a double. Foul ball. And an out. 1 out. We got a runner on second with 1 out. Let's see what the Kings can do here. That's a hit. Goes 2. And goes 3. That is safe at third. We have 1 run in for the Kings, which makes it 4-2 Diamondbacks. Strike 1. Foul ball. That's ball. Ball 2. 2-2 count. We've got a full count. That is a reset count. Strike 1. Strike 2. That's a hit. Goes 3. And that is another run in. 4-3 Diamondbacks. That's foul. Foul ball. That is foul. Foul ball. 0-2 count. Foul ball.
Get me with the slider.
Foul ball. We got 0-2 count with 1 out. Runner on third. Hit by pitch, reset count. That is foul. Ball 1. Strike 2. 1-2 count. That's a hit. And an out. And he dropped the ball, so it's safe. We got 1 out. Let's run on first and third. Foul ball. 1-1 count. Ball 2. That's a hit. And he dropped it again. That is 2 runs in for the Kings. 5-4. Strike 1. That is a hit by pitch, which is reset count. We got reset count. Foul ball. Strike 2. Strike 3, and that's switch inning. Kings lead 5-4. Bottom of the 3rd. That is a pitch violation, so that is 2 balls automatically. So we got 2-0 count. That's a hit. Out. That is 1 out. Ball 1. Ball 2. That's a hit by pitch, reset count. Strike 1. Foul ball. That is ball 1. That is strike 3.
What?
Which ends the game. The Kings do it and win their first ever game. You got anything to say, Kings?
I'm glad, even though he hit me in the head and hit me in the leg, I forgive him for that.
All right, guys. See you next time.